I'm going to say one thing. Trump.
Are there real presidents that you looked for inspiration? And I guess it goes without saying you didn't look at the current president for inspiration.
Could Robert De Niro have just delivered one of the most intense criticisms of Donald Trump in recent times? The famous Hollywood actor is known for speaking his mind. And once again, he has grabbed attention with a powerful statement that has everyone talking. His words were sharp, direct, and impossible to ignore, sparking conversations everywhere. But here's where things get even more interesting. This wasn't just another speech against Trump. This time, De Niro brought MelaniaTrump into the discussion, adding a whole new level of intrigue. People are now speculating about what he meant and why he mentioned her. His comments have set off a wave of debates, making headlines and fueling discussions across social media. So, what exactly did De Niro say that has created such a big reaction? Why did he choose to bring Melania into the conversation? As the news spreads, everyone is eager to analyze his words and uncover the deeper meaning behind them.
It's no longer down with Trump, it's Trump.
Theo's words were strong and direct. He didn't hold back at all. He called Trump a fraud, a troublemaker, and someone who speaks without thinking. His statement was sharp, leaving no room for confusion about how he feels. But what really shocked people was when he shifted focus to Melania. Though he didn't openly insult her, his tone suggested there was more to his words than what he actually said. The crowd reacted instantly. Some gasped in surprise, while others laughed nervously. Was he joking? Was he hinting at something? Or was it just a casual remark that carried a hidden meaning? Whatever the case, it certainly caught everyone's attention. Within minutes, the internet exploded. Social media was flooded with reactions, memes, and trending hashtags. One particularly viral post showed Melania's face edited into a famous movie scene with the caption, "When you realize your NDA didn't cover this." It was clear. People couldn't stop talking about Theo's comments, and the speculation only grew stronger as the discussion spread online.
We have something in common. We have both been immortalized on social media by our former president, Donald Trump.
Robert De Niro's recent remarks have stirred up new conversations, not just about Donald Trump, but also about Melania's role in his world. For years, Melania has remained mostly silent, appearing calm and distant while keeping her personal thoughts private. However, De Niro's words have made people question where she truly stands in all of this. Some think Melania is simply playing the part expected of her, while others believe she might have her own quiet disagreements with Trump. His comments, whether intentional or not, have reignited curiosity about whether she fully supports her husband or has her own unspoken doubts. This discussion comes at an interesting time, as Melania has been appearing more in public and working on personal projects. She is even preparing to release a memoir. In a rare interview, she hinted at having her own opinions. "I don't always agree with my husband, and that's okay," she said. Although her words were vague, they led people to wonder if she was subtly distancing herself from Trump. Social media quickly picked up on this, and soon, theories were everywhere. Videos of her pulling her hand away from Trump, her serious expressions, and past rumors of them living separately have only fueled speculation. This isn't the first time people have questioned Melania's true feelings. During Trump's presidency, her Be Best campaign against bullying seemed ironic to many, given Trump's history of aggressive social media posts. Some saw it as a quiet form of resistance. Now, with Trump possibly running for office again, all eyes are on Melania. Will she fully stand by him, or will she continue showing subtle signs of distance? Some think her memoir could provide insight, while others believe she will remain as reserved as always. De Niro's remarks, whether serious or just a passing comment, have made people even more curious about what's really happening behind the scenes.
What does it tell us about the kind of president that the United States and also the world needs?
Well, I would say that it would be a president.
The timing of Melania Trump's recent public appearances has made things even more interesting. For most of Trump's latest campaign efforts, she was nowhere to be seen. But suddenly, she showed up at a big fundraiser in Florida. People couldn't help but notice that she didn't seem happy to be there. One person who attended the event even said she looked distant, as if she wished she were somewhere else. As expected, the internet jumped on this moment, turning it into a meme. Some joked that she should blink twice if she needed help. Others pointed out that her serious expressions have always been part of her personality, but this time, it felt different. Her return to the spotlight only added to the speculation that she might not be fully supportive of Trump's political comeback. Robert. De Niro's recent remarks may have added fuel to these suspicions. Could it be that Melania is quietly pulling away from Trump's chaotic world?
In all fairness to the former president, is that true? Do you have to use a teleprompter when speaking about President Trump? Or are you able to just kind of riff on?
Another interesting part of this situation is how Melania carefully shapes her public image. She has always presented herself as private yet strong, making it clear that she wants to be known for more than just being Trump's wife. She has a memoir coming out later this year, and early reports suggest that it might include some quiet criticism of Trump's behavior in politics. Although her team has not shared much about the book, leaks suggest that she will talk about the challenges of balancing her own beliefs with Trump's actions. Some wonder if this is her way of telling her side of the story and moving out of his shadow. If that's the case, Robert De Niro's recent remarks may have unintentionally brought even more attention to her efforts. Now, people are paying even closer attention to Melania, whether she wanted that or not. Could this be the start of her breaking away from Trump's influence?
Yeah, he's so stupid.
The audience's reaction to De Niro's comments was more than just laughter and surprise. It felt like a cultural moment. Some people in the crowd nodded in agreement, as if he had finally said out loud what they had been thinking for years. Others looked shocked, caught off guard by his bluntness. This wasn't just about criticizing Trump. It reflected a deeper frustration many feel about his return to politics. De Niro's words seemed to capture not just anger toward Trump, but also toward the chaos surrounding him, including the roles played by those closest to him. For many in the room, it was a powerful moment, almost like a shared release of built-up emotions. It reminded everyone that sometimes all it takes is one fearless voice to break through the noise and say what others are afraid to admit. Whether people agreed or not, it was clear that his words had left a lasting impact.
I mean, look at the lame, inane things that he said. He's so stupid, he can't even say anything clever or smooth. He's a
While Melania stayed silent, Trump reacted just as expected. He reportedly went on a social media rant, typing in all capital letters to insult De Niro. In his usual style, he allegedly called De Niro a washed-up actor trying to stay relevant. He even took a jab at his intelligence, saying he had taken too many hits to the head from real boxers in movies. Not stopping there, Trump claimed De Niro's career was failing and hinted that he might take legal action, something he often threatens when someone criticizes him. But here's the interesting part. Instead of shutting down the conversation, Trump's response made it even bigger. Rather than shifting attention away, his outrage only gave De Niro's comments more visibility. People started discussing it even more, and social media exploded with reactions. Whether Trump realized it or not, his angry response turned what could have been a short-lived moment into a major talking point, keeping the spotlight on De Niro's remarks.
He's a scary one. And in all seriousness, and we know it here, people have to get out and vote and vote and vote and vote. Yeah.
People are sharing their opinions online, and the reactions are mixed. Some praise De Niro for speaking out, calling him brave for using his platform. One person wrote, "Thank you for speaking the truth when it matters." Others feel he went too far, questioning why he brought Melania into the discussion. Many believe De Niro's comments reflect growing frustration with Trump's return to politics. His words struck a nerve, especially for those who oppose Trump. However, some argue that celebrities should stay out of politics, while others insist they have a right to speak up. The discussion has also reignited speculation about Melania. Some think she isn't fully supportive of Trump's ambitions, while others believe she plays along willingly. Whatever the case, De Niro's remarks have fueled a larger conversation. Instead of silencing the issue, Trump's reaction only made it bigger, keeping the debate alive.
I am totally dumbfounded, baffled by that. I can't understand it. And it's a thing that we've seen over
What makes this even more interesting is the history behind it. De Niro has been outspoken against Trump for years, once calling him a national embarrassment. However, this time, his words feel different. It's no longer just about Trump. It's also about the people close to him. Instead of only criticizing Trump, De Niro has turned attention to those who remain silent or speak in vague terms while the world watches. By mentioning Melania, he has changed the conversation, making people question her role in everything. His comments have sparked new discussions about what really goes on behind the scenes.
thing, and it's so obvious. I just don't understand people could buy it.
Melania Trump's public image has always been a subject of curiosity. With her emotionless expressions and carefully planned appearances, she remains a mystery to many. However, there have been moments where glimpses of her true thoughts seem to slip through. One example is the controversial jacket she wore while visiting a detention center, which had the words, "I really don't care, do you?" printed on the back. Some saw it as a bold message, while others thought it was completely out of touch. Now, with De Niro's recent comments stirring conversation, people are once again analyzing her every move.
He is a malignant narcissist. He's a socio-psychopath.
De Niro appears to be enjoying the reaction his words have sparked. Famous for his passionate speeches and blunt opinions, he has never shied away from controversy. Whether he's calling Trump a fake tough guy with no ethics or joking about wanting to hit him, De Niro has always made his feelings clear. Some people brush off his remarks as just another Hollywood celebrity speaking out, but others believe his voice is important in pushing back against Trump's bold statements. No matter how people view him, one thing is certain: he isn't afraid to say exactly what's on his mind.
Created some new language as far as describing somebody in his mental condition. It's so frightening and scary.
This situation isn't just about De Niro versus Trump. It highlights the deep political and cultural divide growing wider every day. In a world where celebrities, politicians, and even former leaders constantly clash in public, De Niro's words serve as a reminder of how intense things have become. Whether people see him as brave or just stirring the pot, it's clear he struck a nerve, and the impact is hard to ignore. The big question now is, will Melania respond or stay silent as usual? And how will Trump react? Will he file a lawsuit, go on another angry rant, or hold a dramatic press conference? One thing is certain: this story is far from over. De Niro has made his move, and now everyone is watching to see what happens next. Do you think De Niro crossed a line, or was he just speaking the truth? And what does this mean for Melania's carefully controlled public image?